Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again, gird your loins if, your loins need girding, because it's showtime. Hi, guys. Back again. Couldn't give him a beard. Can't remember if a decent white beard was available in the game, so, he's not as handsome as I am. Sad, but true. Let's play. We're in the lovely town of Kingsmouth. Loosely based on Innsmouth and Kingstown, I think is the name. Innsmouth for sure. It's the other one I don't recall off the top of my head. Because my brain is turning into Cheese Whiz. This is going to give me 5 ability points. We will claim that. I think that gives us enough actually to change our default shooty bits. Was it in? It was in. I remembered. I believe controlled shooting is what we want. Yes. That caused the shots to chain. We will unlock that. It's been unlocked. We'll slot that there. That'll do for now. All right. Complete the mission Elm Street Blues for Deputy Andy. Good evening to whomever has joined me. You are most welcome. Oops. There we go. Sorry. Brain malfunction. Didn't miss much, just me. Spending like 10 points to open up a new right-clicky attack, which will make my bullets kind of sort of ricochet. Did I not speak with Guess I didn't speak with Deputy Andy. Hi, Deputy Andy. Clearly based on Andy from the original Twin Peaks.
Jeez, you never saw anything like this in the cop shows. Well, maybe on cable, not the network ones. You wouldn't know it from looking out there, but before that wicked bad fog rolled in, Kingsmouth was a sleepy little burg. Nothing stronger on the streets than a hot cup of coffee and chocolate-glazed donuts from Susie's. The occasional DUI or domestic disturbance. Human sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
But every town has a dark side.
Yeah.
Right?
Most of them have human sacrifice,
Sure,
whether they call it that.
Heat cup in the darkness now, eh? The Walking Dead and worse besides taking over our town. Us survivors hold up in here, hoping it's all just a bad dream and we'll wake up to the smell of bacon and maple syrup. But unless someone ups and does something, and soon, all we're gonna wake up to is the smell of rotten flesh. And I don't need another thing to remind me of my dad. Halloween does bring back the memories, eh?
Well, it's not quite Halloween yet, although we do get Halloween in Guild Wars 2 starting on the 7th, I think. I think the 7th.
Stay safe.
Which is the exact same day that the Legion Remix launches, so I'll probably be dual streaming. I'll probably stream kill ravenous hordes around the sheriffs. I'll probably be streaming twice a day. Start with the Legion Remix and then some Halloween hijinks from Guild Wars 2. We've changed our build, so now we just shoot the dead. Rather than use chaos magic on them. That's not enough of the ravenous dead. I could have sworn there were more than 6 that I just murdered, but I guess no. maybe the first batch wasn't considered to be around the... yeah, I guess the first batch wasn't considered to be around the sheriff's office. Pardon me, sir. One individual does not make up a ravenous horde, sir. Doodaloo. I have now killed 100 zombies. Oh, the North Barricades. Okay, well, I'm here at the North Barricades. Hey! Oh, okay. Please. Here they come.
See if you can't head him off at the Northern Barricade.
Yeah, I'm heading them off at the Northern Barricade. God, these people are just so needy. They're not. I shot them up real good.
We got some more trouble on the South Barricade.
Ah, okay. See, it's not just the North Barricade. They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
Come in from the south side now.
Mm-hmm. I'm ready for him.
We got some more trouble on the South Barricade.
Just shooting up zombies. Just your average, you know. Small town. America.
They're taking that Southern Barricade apart.
A whole shitload of zombies. Possibly shitloads.
Looks as though we got the situation under control for now.
I have to find the source of the assaults. Spoiler. It's a big-ass zombie. Eventually. Well, there is one of the daily endeavors, whatever you want to call it. Daily tasks, daily chores, daily things to be done every day that are daily. There's the big boy. And he is a large fellow, is he not? He has friends. Doodaloo. Doodaloo. Head back to town. We'll file our report. With the powers that be that the people don't know that they be. People giving the orders to me from the Templars. Again, I will attempt to do a bad impersonation of Richard Sonak. It appears we are dealing with bigger problems than just the reanimated dead. The name Draug is ringing a lot of bells around here, and I'm told we have plenty of information on these marine creatures on record. On ancient record. We could still use more information, however, particularly about the larger varieties with the lobster claws and general ecology. On that note, they do have some excellent shellfish in that region, worth looking into if you work up an appetite. Yeah, I don't think I want to eat the undead with lobster claws. Unless the city has an extraordinarily large supply of drawn butter. Doo-doo-doo. We have a neck piece. We'll upgrade our current neck piece. Will it upgrade? There we go. We'll upgrade our current neck piece from 2 to 3. Our talisman has grown stronger. Alright, let's see what else we got. We got Find Norma Creed. This guy up for his... Is Moose available for a quest yet? Not yet. Maybe? We'll talk. Nope, not yet. Appears that our next talk is going to be with Norma Creed. Anything else in here? We have the quest from the doctor yet? Dr. Bannerman? Nope. He still just has the text for that. You can redo quests, by the way, after, I think, 24 hours. So, if we choose to, we can do the quest we did for Helen Bannerman yesterday again later. It's another player. Koroyuki Aisuya. Aisuya Hime. Aisuya? I'm guessing she's a lawyer. All right, we got to go talk to Norma. But we'll probably have to moita some zomboys along the way. Well, zomboys and zomgirls. I don't discriminate on the basis of any zombies' sex, religion, creed, sexual proclivities, based purely on whether they want to eat me or not. Which means, yeah, all of them. We have a mutilated corpse. Wounds on a mutilated corpse close to the woods suggest something even more dangerous than zombies. Search for the predator.
Visual tracking initiated.
Alright, we have visual tracking initiated. You can see the little glowies. Doo-doo-doo!
Special assignment received. Initializing.
Alright, we've got to kill a certain number of these little wisps, I believe. It's a localized kill quest. 2 out of 5. That's the Traveler's Torment. It's a named one? Yeah, it's a named one, so. And it gives us a freebie. It does not count, however, as a wisp that I have killed. Basically just a quick bounty mission. Chopper! Interesting. Black helicopters. This sounds familiar from somewhere, but I can't quite place it. Oh, yes, I can. Where are the footprints? Did I lose the footprints? I appear to have lost the footprints. Well, we can pick them up later. Nope, there we are. Footprints. We got... congrats for killing the things you killed. They all deserve to die terrible deaths, so well done, you. We will upgrade our mystical chain. Continue following the tracks, leading us to, I think it's a Wendigo? Kill the ferocious Wendigo. Oh, there he is.
Visual tracking initiated. Visual tracking initiated.
He hit me with a dot and a debuff. I'm gonna find him. Look, I was going 2 different ways. Yeah. So, Wendigo. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, there he is. We got the Wendigo taken care. Field report's been received. Being analyzed, evaluated. XP. In-game currency. We will feed the sword to our pistol, which does seem a little strange sounding. I have to grant you that. Feeding a pistol to a pistol gives the pistol 250 XP. Feeding any other weapon to the pistol gives it... Oh, we got another Wendigo. Gives it 100. When you get it up to level 20, it can't advance anymore, so you have to get yourself another gun. Advance that one up to level 20. You can smoosh the 2 of them together and get a level 1 higher quality weapon that will do more than a level 20 first tier of weapon. That's how you do your upgrades. Oop, zombie. Vengeful victim. So sad. All right, Norma. Gotta go talk to Norma. We should hop in here first. There we go. We have unlocked the Anima Well. Anima, not enema, okay? And kids today, I have to explain everything. Earn Norma Creed's trust by completing and They Never Stop Coming. Talk to me, Norma, would you please?
You'd think these wet bits would just fizzle on the bonfire, but no.
Either a
It's
Blackheim
like kindling
or
wood.
A.B.
It's
Lackheim
hottening.
has followed. Thank you very much. I have a speech for that.
Jeez, what a mess.
I'll let her finish her
Good thing
speech
I'm
and then
not
I'll...
particular. Now I'm used to getting my hands dirty. Fish guts, childbirth, sutures, the dead. Yeah, maybe I was born for this work. That don't sound right.
Norma.
Nobody's made for
Norma's
this
a
ungodly
sweetheart.
work. Except maybe this old thing. So I kill and I chop and I burn, but there's more of them every day, and I feel like I'm pushing a very big stone up a very steep mountain, and it keeps rolling back down. What do you call that? Sisyphean?
Sisyphean
Or
is
that
correct.
when you get a burning in your privates. My idea of culture is reruns.
I guess that could be Sisyphean too.
You know, not ancient Greek mythology. Well, the old gal ain't a proper match for everything that turns up on my doorstep. Seems she's too much for most of it. Spreads a bone of dead man's guts all over the place. There's no time to gather it all up before we're right back up in the thick of it. And they never stop coming.
Yeah, Norma.
Never stop coming.
I hope you got a lot of ammo for that. 12 gauge. All right, Norma. And to you, good sir or ma'am, welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. And now, we gotta, we gotta moita re-murder some of the dead. Come on. I know we all know you're coming. Oh, more of them. We're coming to this segment of the map. Oh, nope, they're over there. The zomboys just keep on coming. Nope, we're back over here. Nope, over here now. All right. We got some SP. I'll get back to Norman's fire. Check out my points. We currently have 4 points for the active abilities and the passives. We have 14. Let's see. These need 5 each. What do we want? High roller, controlled shooting. Is that the one I have here? It is. Rolls through enemies and becomes even stronger for each enemy it hits. There we go. We want that one next. So we'll unlock that for 5. And that's going to cost 10. We have 9. Collect body parts. Who doesn't like a nice body part? Okay, really, most people are not interested in collecting body parts. I mean, we're mostly interested in maintaining our own, that's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with maintaining your own body parts. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Grab a little bit of free XP for learning a legend about the fog. And another. The old memory sometimes works. I'd like it to, but sometimes. Alright, we need to kill slow, dry zombies, kill wet zombies, fast-moving zombies, and zombie cultists. Over here we have the slow, dry zombies. That's got to be a vehicle out in the courtyard. Rather annoying one. Where are they? Oh, we do have also a named mob up here. That is 1 out of 4. There is the Forgotten Fiend. Come over all dead. We'll give him the day off. Looking for a couple of more you deadites. Oh, there we are. What's that? That is all we need from this batch of zomboys and zomgirls. I don't mean to not be inclusive in the things we're killing. As long as they're undead, I'm happy to kill them, you know. Oh, we had another one. I didn't realize we had 2 of them. Oops. Next up, over here,
Additional assignment received. Initializing.
We have undead excavators. That is an additional kill quest. Give me a second, would you? I would like to check outside. Just be a second. Just a little worrisome, you know. You hear something that sounds like that. It's seldom good news.
Local bounty detected.
Yeah.
Initiating.
That's two of their... These are the other one. Okay, yeah. Draug Grave Robber. Draug are, I believe, Scandinavian water zombies, essentially. Mission report. We have another named baddie up here. Oh, Father Appleby. That can't be good. You got him. I did figure out what the noise is. Actually a good thing. The fire alarm in the shared stairwell I have with my upstairs neighbor has been chirping for several days, and it's taken them this long to get here to fix it. And mind you, it was only 9 months ago the same thing happened, and I was not particularly fond of that. Let's see. 2 bags, waste, and one of each. Upgrade that one with that. Challenge complete for the day. I think it was Shift J is what that one is. And then one for the waste. Yeah, so far we've got 3 of them done. We just need 2 more main missions and we'll finish that. And that will finish off the daily challenges. We'll get all of the bonuses complete. Mariners. They puke. As ranged attacks go. Ooh. Another SP. We can now get High Roller. So their shots do more damage with each bounce. Ooh. An elemental focus, which is actually a type of weapon, one of the magical weapons. So that will get fed to our primary pistol, give us another level on the quality of our pistol. What are we looking for here? We're looking for wet zombies. Did not need to know that they're wet, really, honestly. Didn't need nor particularly want to know. One more. We dropped a legendary bit. We see wet zombie, the waterlogged ones, blah, 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 blah. Throw any shambler body parts into the bonfire. We'll head back to Norma. Norma's a sweetheart. She's no regular zombie murderer. She's much better than that. I hope the wet ones won't put out the fire or throw off too much smoke. Hey, smells like bacon. Doo-doo-doo. Examining the cultist fires. That's... That's a cultist fire. It's blue. Doo-doo-doo. Kill cultists for body parts. Why didn't you tell me that? I killed the first couple. I think it's easy to find dead cultists. Actually, yeah, it is really easy to find dead cultists. Never mind. Ignore my complaint. Two shots from the dual pistols. Have to take most of them down. Alright, we now need to kill cultists for body parts. I think these are live cultists? Light the cultist fires to complete the ritual. That seems like a genuinely bad idea. I have a quest over there, too. In a cave, if memory serves. We get the cave down there, I think. Hi, guys. There, I think we get the cave over here. Right, isn't it working? Why wasn't my emergency backup working? Yeah, here we are. We have mystical symbols and an ancient idol. Throw me the idol. Throw me the whip. You've no time. Throw me the idol. Adios, senor. An idol of Nergal. Destroy the idol in Norma's bonfire. We'll be heading back to Norma in a bonfire in a couple of minutes. But also out here, we got another bad guy, another named bad guy. It is the Reawakened. figure out how I want to work my rotation when suddenly we're out of the equivalent of bullets. Grab that. We need to go all the way over there for that one. Just gotta, shoot your way through undead cultists. It's not a problem. We can do this.
Local bounty detected. Initiating.
Local bounty is 4 reanimated warriors. These guys are tougher, if memory serves. That's 1. 2. More SP. There we go. Doo-doo. More AP. Turn my way. I can't have that. There's the fire. The cultist fire has been lit. Got to get back to Norma's, Simple as that. Looks like the sun's rising, which is nice. Oh, I'm being chased. Go ups. It's not like that guy just spawned right in the middle of the street or anything. Oh wait, it's exactly like that. Well, here's a yard sale. I don't know why anyone would be selling a yard, but here we are. Hey Norma, I'm back. Did you miss me? Again, Richard Sonak impersonation, a bad one. The idol of Nergal is cursed, as you have no doubt witnessed. Akkadian god of the underworld summons the dead whenever he feels threatened. When the Illuminati first recovered the idol, they put it on display in one of their infamous council parties. Imagine how that turned out. It's just like them to dig up something dangerous and then toss it into a cave somewhere. There are things in this world better left undiscovered. If they must be found, better it be by us. And we have another player here standing next to me. And this player is Koriyuki, is the one we already saw. Ayusuya Hime. Alright, so we've got a couple of goodies for that. One for that. Upgrade.
Critical empowerment.
Critical
results.
empowerment. Woohoo! That gets you double XP in that item. Not positive though. And then we want to upgrade belts. Should be to level 8. Indeed. And she has another quest. It's a different kind of quest. It is currently locked. Recommended level 9. I'm not there yet. This is, yeah. I've unlocked... You must have unlocked investigation missions by completing Dawning of Endless Night Tier 4, so we don't have access to this quest yet. This is one that'll give us a pet, though, a pale raven pet. But we don't qualify for it yet, because we're not cool enough. I'm not cool enough, guys. Light the cultist fire. I did that. Why is it still telling me to go? Did I miss? Was it multiple fires I was supposed to set fire to? Maybe it was multiple fires, because it's telling me I still got the quest here. Yeah, I've got something I didn't get done down here. I ran away too fast. Yeah? Don't want to go that way. Oh, sorry, Bob. You still at it? Ain't you dead yet, friend? Guess there's a second one. Whoop. Looks like it should be here. Gotta be 3 of them? Three of them. That was a problem. I only did one. Defeat the cult leader. Oh, where's he? He's there. We got him. And we gotta work our way back, so. We got endless zombies. It explains respawns, I suppose. Check back on Norma, another player. So we got at least me and 2 other players running around here. Actually, busier than I expected. It doesn't surprise me when I'm back playing this again to see a player or 2 over the course of an evening, but, seeing 2 different players in the course of, 3 minutes is a bit on the unexpected side. I'm still being followed by one of them joiks. Undeads, I tell ya, they just never take a clue. They don't take the hint. Oh, now he starts running away. What a jerk. Hi, Norma.
Well, now, I'm not much fit for entertaining, but I reckon you ain't much in the mood for hospitality either, am I right? Oh, I'm not a big talker, eh? I'm used to that from a surly husband, and kids more comfortable with kicking a ball around and having a conversation with their ma. Name's Nama. Nama Creed.
Hi, Nama.
Raised a family up here before this dungeon thick fog came took 'em is my story. Helen sent you over to check on me, I reckon. Now, your concern is wicked kind, but I don't need any pitying. I got my shotgun, I got what's left of my wits. I'll manage. Now, this hullabaloo began after the Lady Margaret came back. My husband Larry, the others, we all thought that they'd gone missing out there, that the sea took them. They came back. Whole town could finally breathe again. But then came that fog, like it was following them back to shore. 'Twas right, said they, such birds to slay, that bring the fog and mist. Don't ask me where I got that from. Probably heard it on Oprah. Never got to ask Larry about what happened in those weeks they were gone. Been around gift horses long enough not to look him in the mouth. He was back. Thought life would go on the way life goes on, one day at a time. When the fog lifts enough to see the Lady Margaret laid up in the harbor, covered in that red seaweed, I always wonder if he'd still be here if I had.
Poor Norma. Kind of sad-like, you know? The inland undead are scavengers. But you must respect their numbers and their speed. Those that shamble along the shore are similar in nature, though they're more closely tied to the drow. The cultists are the most autonomous and industrious of the undead. They spend their lives, so does his, practicing black arts and bowing to all manner of atrocity. Centuries of deep sleep have apparently done nothing to eliminate old habits. Former primordial priests banished magi, worshippers who sacrificed and were sacrificed. Who knows what else? Something in that black soil nurtured their mystical talents and inspired them to rise rejuvenate. Dang it. Should be a new weapon. It is blood magic focus. We will feed that to our gun. Investigate the Lady Margaret. Yeah, what could possibly go wrong with investigating the Lady Margaret? The source. Well, perhaps not the source. Maybe just the bringer of the badness that waited out there. Awful small town. They have so many zombies. Maybe they just keep getting up. I'll give him what rest I can. Alright, we already took care of the named mob that pops up in there. Susie, I think. Figer. These are the Draugr. Not satisfied with the regular zombies. They gotta give us, I believe, Norse zombies? Viking zombies, perhaps? Alright, we have entered Fletcher Bay. Still kind of wicked foggy in a lot of ways, you know? word of advice for living your life is if something is described as an impaler, don't let it get close. All right, we've got a unpleasantness coming to say hi to us. There he is. It's the captain. He dropped the captain's log. Lucky to be writing this. Can't believe what happened. Shouldn't believe it. That's what Doc Bannerman would say. Shrink's going to be earning his pay when we get home, if we get home. Larry and his boy Derek are cleaned up. Joe's real fevered, and this thing still shining like a flashlight. I look over my shoulder. I swear I still see that fog. We got more bullets for Andy. We'll take those back. Also, because I happen to be aware of it, we have a legend on the front. On the prowl, sorry, I said front. That wasn't appropriately nautical. Ularian and Dark Moon couldn't make out the rest. Hey, how come you're chasing me and not that guy? Stupid undead. Swear to God. So he is undoubtedly a paying player at some point or another because his sprint is faster than mine. Don't know if you'd call that pay to win, but now, on my main account, my real account, did we catch any aggro from? Nope. I have, I think, 110, 120% movement. I can't remember. But I wanted to just bust out the Steam version for another character slot, if nothing else. Doodaloop. Deputy Andy. There's your ammo. Doodaloo. Another SP. We'll check those in a sec. Another weapon. This is the two-handed hammer of restoration in this particular case. Which might seem a little unlikely that you use an enormous two-handed sledgehammer for healing, and yet pistols are now higher level. Andy's got another quest for us. Draugnet. Andy has a theory about the sea monsters and how to potentially slow their advance. Kill Draug and destroy their pods to find out if he's onto something. Tell me about your theory, Andy, won't you please? Tell us all.
Now, the Walking Dead? I can wrap my head around that. They're dead folk, just walking is all.
Good.
But those other things? Tall and pale, slimy as maggots.
Not really pale.
They washed up with the fog. They came and dragged the townsfolk out to sea. Drowned them. Just like my dad with the kittens. He took them out to sea in a garbage bag. Said they were gonna go for a swim. Said they needed the exercise. They never came back. A few years later, neither did my dad. Jeez.
You miss those kittens?
I still miss those kittens.
Yeah.
The townsfolk, they did come back, dragging what looked like eggs. The big ones, they come out of those eggs, like something from Invasion of the Body Snatchers. They're littered all over the place and guarded, and I'm thinking to myself, Andy, that's gotta mean something. That's gotta be a clue. Why keep an eye on something if it ain't valuable? That's police work. That's deduction, plain and simple. So I'm thinking,
way to go,
what
Andy.
came first, the maggot or the egg? Obviously the egg, right?
But what's laying the eggs?
Those kittens, jeez.
Right, we can now also get the quest from that guy. Moose. Namaste, Moose. That'll cancel the current mission. We don't want to cancel the current mission. We got Draugnet. Go to the harbor. Alright, I'm headed down to the harbor again. I wonder if they used the Draug just so they could use the pun Draugnet. Kill Figer Impalers, blocking beach access. Okay, well. One out of three. I think that was like a kill Draugr completion. Oh. Alright, 3 maulers. Those are the maulers. That's one. Another one over there. I don't think we want to hit the eggs, because memory serves. Whatever's in them. Don't much care for that, you know? Up, like that. We need one more mauler. Well, if we got to kill a couple of impalers to get to a mauler, you know, things have got to get done. That's all there is to it. There's a mauler. An awful lot of eggs. There's another player getting chased by an awful lot of undeads. You know, sometimes running away just makes things worse. Oh, that summoned the angered warmonger. Yeah, he's big. I'm gonna leave him be for now. He despawned, which is probably the nicest thing he's ever gonna do. Oh, that's a Mala. Not like a Mala pistol, which is what we had in Dune Awakening when we was playing that. That's the Malas. Brood pods. Yeah, don't mind them if they're just a little brood. It's like rude, but yeah, I'm making a joke. That's rather more of them than I'm comfortable with. kill incubators. They're further out in the water. Not sure how enthused I am at that prospect, but hey, gotta get done, I guess, you know? Well, there's the other player. Guess either they didn't die or they managed to res there or something. That is an incubator. One incubator. Two incubators. Sing it with me, 3 incubators. Then like a sea witch or something? And kill the Figer brood witches. 3. They're the steamy ones. Make the scary noise. Don't need the scary noise. One more scary brood witch. Nice time to roll 2 reds on the cylinders. That sped things up. Alright, we need to kill the Figer Lord. Get by without aggroing those others. I am dubious. We can grab that. Why can't we grab that? In combat? There's the Figer Lord. He just vanished. Where'd he go? You were out there a minute ago. I saw you just like no time. There he is. Who's a big Figer Lord? He is. Got another little lore bit here. Awful shallow bay they've got here. I mean, I don't mean to pick nits. These people have been through a lot, but not really much of a bay. Back to the Lady Mag, or asking the doctor about the Lady Margaret. He treated the unfortunates who returned with the Lady Margaret. Okay, now would be a good time to actually... Apparently certain things you can't climb over. That fence. Followed? The music says yes. The group of people behind me say yes. Do wish the respawns were on a slightly slower time, if you know what I mean. Incoming undeadites. Right. Alright. Mission report. Sonic again. I just received word from R&D that this data is giving us fresh insight into Draug behavior. They appear to have a more complex ecology than we first thought. The reanimated corpses serve as incubators for the Draug pods. The female eggs are implanted through some sort of tentacular energy transfer. You've given our research team a lot to think about, hopefully in time. It will give us an edge over these creatures. Alas, not in time to save Kingsmouth, but you cannot win every skirmish. This is, after all, going to be a very long war. It is another necklace. Upgrade. Neck talisman, if you will. And we will see what we've got here. Alright, we have 13 passive skill points. What else are we using? We're currently using High Roller and Dual Shot. Doesn't look like Dual Shot has any specific buffs. Oh, does it? When you win, you keep on winning. Whenever you deal bonus damage from a matched set of chambers, you deal additional damage. That's pretty good. We have up here. Flourish, Holdout. Stacked deck. Increasing the duration of Full House to 5 seconds. Fatal Shot. Your criticals with Dual Shot are more potent. That's Dual Shot, is it not? It is. We will unlock that, and we have 8 points, and that requires 10. Over here in the AP, we've got 12. So we can get Flourish. Spin your pistols and ready yourself for action, allowing you to recover 4 pistol energy and cleanse yourself of 1 detrimental effect. This ability does not trigger and is not affected by global recharge. It's not bad. Full House. Twist it into forcing your pistol chambers to double blue for 3 seconds. It's not triggered. Not affected by the global cooldown. That's on 20 seconds. That seems pretty good. Consumes 2 pistol energy and gives us 2 blue. Guaranteed.
Now you are a sight for sore eyes.
That's one of the players who's been running around. Dr. Bannerman's got some... Oh, we've got an incomplete report. Talk to Dr. Bannerman. Tell me about when the Lady Margaret came into town, would you please?
The Lady Margaret was a traumatic experience for everyone on board. They were changed men when they came back. I visited with all of them in the days following their return.
Until he gives me a lead.
In my office, there are detailed transcripts of our sessions.
There we go.
I'm afraid it all happened so fast that day there was no time to pack. I hope they may shed some light on what happened out there.
Dr. Bantam looking for lost pages of a report on Joe Slater. We can add that later. And this one is the
Now
missing
you are a
persons
sight
list.
for sore eyes.
Let's just head to Dr. Bannerman's clinic. Oh. Pardon me, officer. You want to take care of these? Thank you. So we'll be heading over to the good doctor's office. Make sure we're not getting followed by any of these hungry batches of zombies, or just when they're in an appropriate location, just murdering them. You know, they're kind of in the way. You know, these ones are like level 4s. No, these are level 9s. The last couple batches I killed were level 4s. So these townies are tougher than the other townies. Evidently, we've gotten into the tougher part of town. Dufresne and Sons. But here's Bannerman's office. Yes. Doesn't look like we'll be going upstairs or into the restroom. It's okay, I don't need a rest. Oh, no, don't get up. Just, I can see you're relaxing. Enjoy it. CD. Vivaldi's Le Quattro Stagioni. 4 Seasons by Vivaldi. Night Helen and I met under the fireworks, set to the 4 Seasons. Handwritten note. Had a wonderful time last night. Looking forward to seeing you again. Hope you enjoy the CD. It's the only by Vivaldi that Flags had in stock, Helen. Initially, this is a kind of investigative quest that, it's easier now than it used to be. Didn't used to have all of these clues. Case database. Don't need the hint. Well, we'll type hint. My favorite composer. Care to guess? That's Vivaldi. The last 2 clues weren't there. I think originally the only clue you had was about watching the fireworks to the 4th, under the fireworks while listening to the 4 Seasons. And if you didn't know, you would have to use the in-game browser or an out-of-game browser, either would work, to look up, who composed the 4 Seasons. And they get a whole lot more complicated from there, that's for sure. Let's see, case to proceed. A deviant teenager. Patient Danny Dufresne. If you don't know the Dufresnes, that is a reference to Shawshank Redemption. Contact details, 10 Belmont Avenue. Referral, Mr. Rosen. Reason for referral, deviant behavior, including voyeurism and graffiti. That's really not all that deviant for a teenager. Method. Helen thought that this assessment could be the best way to stop Mr. Rosen from pressing charges. It was pretty funny, the YouTube clip of Rosen in his underwear watering roses. Diagnosis, Johnny's a fine, healthy young man. His sense of humor might make him some enemies. How about the fortune teller? Regarding patient Madame Roget, real name unknown. Contact details. Lovecraft Lane. I wonder where they got that name. Reason for referral, not discussed. Method. Madame Roget seems to suffer from a variety of deviant sexual fantasies, not least of which involve an inappropriate doctor-patient relationship. Diagnosis? Dynamite. The Lady Margaret. And on that note, I'm going to AFK for just a second to refill my coffee cup. Dynamite. We'll meet Lady Roget soon enough. Madame Roget. And, as promised or threatened, I am back. Hi, guys. You remember to turn off the AFK. So, regarding the patients Derek Creed, Lawrence Creed, and Joe Slater. Lawrence and Derek Creed, business address 5 Main. Phone number 555 number, of course. Joe Slater, home address 20 Arkham Avenue. Again, a name I can't for the life of me figure out where they got. Referral. They came to me after the Lady Margaret limped back into the harbor. All of them needed help, so I arranged separate interviews. Diagnosis. It's too early to tell, but something clearly happened on that ship. Derek Creed. Derek suffers from severe headaches and a keen sense of paranoia. The similarities with Joe Slater and Lawrence Creed are alarming. It seems the symptoms develop at uneven rates, but I fear everyone on the boat might be affected with this, whatever it is. Lawrence Creed, his brother. Second consultation with Lawrence today. The headaches are getting worse to the point where he can no longer function normally. The paranoia has not abated. He has developed a new symptom, night terrors. I prescribed an antidepressant, but if his development is anything like Joe's, I fear he'll only get worse. Joe Slater. I saw Joe again today. This is the 4th consultation, and I'm at a loss. He was barely coherent. His left leg twitched, and he obsessively scratched his right arm. Paranoia has developed into severe delusions. Consulted with Hartman in New York, who suggested the symptoms are most likely signs of schizophrenia, which echo my earlier diagnosis. With others from the boat presenting similar symptoms, however, and the patient's lack of response to medication, I fear this might be something environmental. Something eating away at the brain. Described clozapine, but not optimistic. I have to find Derek and Lawrence. We have their addresses, so we know where to go. They're both 58 meters away. Well, that's convenient. I'm sure there's nothing wrong. After all, this is a lovely, scenic coastal town. What could possibly be wrong in a lovely, scenic coastal town? We're all but dead of risen. Okay, yeah, that's maybe a warning sign. Granted, that it's possible there might be an issue. Well, nice little secluded place. I'm sure this is fine. There's Derek Creed. He has fetid teeth. Wow, I'm sure Lawrence is just fine now. You know? I'm sure he's good too. Half-eaten mutated corpse. Yeah, it's Lawrence. What about Joe? Joe Slater. Maybe he's okay? Maybe? Possibly? We've got, somebody's been spilling algae-filled water? You need to level up before you venture forth. Open your map to explore more areas for clues. As the footprints, or whatever they are, lead to the sewer. I'm sure this is just fine too. You know, what could possibly be wrong? I'm sure it's fine. Well, we have a glow here that is most assuredly a little piece of legend. The 1712 fireplace has been around a while. We have to reach character 12 to continue the storyline. We are currently at level 9. These are level 9 townies. They take 4 bursts, I think. 3 or 4 bursts. These ones take 3 or 4 bursts. How about we check in with the religious authority for the area? We do have another animal well. We got mail. Deputy Andy here. Hope I'm not bothering you. Your boss managed to contact Sheriff Bannerman, and she thought it'd be a good idea for her team to get your contact info. I noticed too late when you stopped by earlier. We're already running down towards the dock, so I was too focused on my duty. Yeah, I'm glad you came back. When you get the opportunity, could you swing by and say hello? I'd like to share some observations with you. Those are the observations you already gave me about the Draugr? Probably. We'll be heading back there soon enough, though, so let's... There's Christopher Martin. That is an NPC, not an actual human. And this guy, you'll note, has 4 quests. Henry Hawthorne. Hawthorne. Wonder where you come up with that name. A sacred place. Recommended level 11. I'm only level 9, so I'm going to say that's maybe a little advanced. Another player. Hadn't seen this one. This is Farah's Malconian. So that's, what, 4 players? Different players I've seen in the map. More populated than I was expecting, to be completely honest about it. The game's not dead, boys and girls. As Deputy Andy got another one for me. Is that just a reference that I didn't notice that I had email? Yeah, that was just a reference. I didn't realize I had an email down there in the lower right-hand corner. We have everything out of here. No, there were a couple of things sitting around, weren't there? There was the incomplete report. Bannerman's looking for the last page's report on Joe Slater. Gather them up and deliver them to him. Okay. Got that. That's like a side quest. Missing persons list. Conveniently, we have indicators for all of this stuff. One of the missing people, I think. Or one of the pages, one of the 2. This is... that's the guy sitting in church. He's alive! So some of them are allowed to be alive. That's good news, right? Right? Another ability point. Didn't realize there were going to be a whole batch of them just waiting for me there. That was kind of rude. Pardon me, have you guys seen... Okay, well, we're batting 500. One of them was still alive. The other one was... hungry. I'm gonna go with hungry. Maybe hangry. Appears that night is falling, and hey, nothing's cheerier than an undead haunted town at night. Am I right? It's not right. You're not right in the head. Get in over here. Yeah. Well, I don't think we need the ladder just yet, but thank you awful lot for... Whoop, Joseph Rogers. That's not looking good. So far, the only one who's still alive is the one in church. Evidently, Jesus does save. Of course, actually, the church has mystical wardings that protect it, so... Not sure, you know. Canonically, I'm not sure Jesus would be cool with that. But maybe. Can't say I actually know the guy. The Fire Chafe and Mary Brewster. Well, the Fire Chief, unsurprisingly, will be at the firehouse. What do we got over here? More zomboys and girls. That. Bonus missions. We've finished out the main missions and gotten all the goodies from those. We got 100 monster kills. We need 5 more main missions, 5 side missions. We're not getting that done tonight. 6 item empowerments, maybe. Bonus challenges. Probably not going to finish the other 3, so probably not going to get that. Oh, yep, no, that's not what who we're looking for. Shouldn't say what. We don't know that they're dead. They might be just fine. Probably that's what it is they're just fine. Oh, that's one of the report pages, okay. We've got a couple quests we're doing at once. Because I can multitask. Is that another page? Looks like it should be a page. It's a page. Once upon a time, we used to have to get pages in Lord of the Rings Online to get access to some skills. Some high-level stuffs used to require pages. Memory serves. 8 of them per skill, and there were 2 skills, special class skills for each.
Local bounty detected. Initiating.
I have to defeat zombie firefighters. It's ideal. If I had a fire axe. Clearly I'd fire axe in the morning. Wasn't fire axe like one of the big bads from the last couple of expansions, Dragonflight? Spelled differently, but... Alright, I certainly hope that we don't get any fires started, because I don't think they're going to be a big help. Point. More upgrade on our waist. Trinket? Talisman? Doodad? Thing? Are you either one of you guys going to wake up? Sometimes they do. Sometimes the evidently dead ones are not dead. Okay, then. You lie. You see? Yes, it wasn't just me. See? I tell you. That's the fire chief. That's a zombie firefighter. Got something else in here, too. Alright, this is the fire chief, I think is who we're looking for here. The other one is one of the named mobs. They give you a loot basket when you kill them. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't see you there. Fireman dead guy. I will take care of this fireman dead guy as well. And then Fire Chief McCaffrey. Pretty sure he plays for the 49ers now. Need to locate Mary Brewster. I hear a chopper. Batch of baddies. Another horizontal body. Yeah, it's Mary Brewster. Mary's look better. Been a rough week for Mary, you know. We all have work weeks like that. Usually they don't kill us. But sometimes it feels like it. Here's the missing page. Missing a page here somewhere. Is it down by the water? Down by the river. That is probably not it. It is, in fact, not it. I'm looking for...
Local bounty detected.
Yeah.
Initiating.
There it is. Oodaloo. Oh, spotted it. No, that's the one I already had. Curses foiled again. That's the one I didn't have. And one more piece of Joe Slater information to be had. That it? I will boogie on back to our safe spot in town. This is me boogieing. Yeah, definitely night is the best time to be running around a zombie-filled town. All the cool kids are doing it. We'll just dart in here. Open that up. That is another waste talisman. Up to level 11. Dr. Bannerman has written a psychiatric. Read the medical report. I would like to read the medical report. How do I do that exactly? Well, first of all, we've got a mission report here. Ever feel like you're not getting ahead? Did they start you at the bottom and make you go down? I bet you all the office parties start at 5 and end at 7. Well, not everyone is full of shit. We've been watching you, and we like what we see. Ever been to New York? This is not an invitation. This never happened. Just something to think about. Later, Gator. That is a contact from the Illuminati. And they are very Illuminati indeed. Oh, dear me. This will feed our gun.
Critical empowerment
Ooh,
results.
we got a crit. Where do we read? Oh, we read it in here. All right. Session 1. First time seeing Joe Slater. Believe he's always suffered from mild hypomania. This business with the Lady Margaret has just brought it to the fore. Session 2. Pages 3 to 11. Hypnosis was a bust. Joe doesn't want to remember whatever happened to him there. I got him speaking in tongues. Well, a tongue. Called around the Harvard boys. They say it's Old Icelandic. Now, where the hell does a townie pick that up? Session 3. Paranoiac episodes are becoming more violent. Not towards others, towards himself. Convinced he's being hunted. Convinced he's changing. Session 4. The self-harm. He self-harmed last night, lacerating his arms and chest. Claimed he was trying to cut out the new skin. Session 5. I'm seeing a serious physical reaction to his self-harming. It's beyond me. Now all I can give him are sedatives. He needs secure care. Bill report's been accepted.
Promoted. Faction rank increase. Congratulations.
Level 10. My faction rank has been increased. Basically, I've been promoted within the faction. I can now do dungeons. I can join PvP battlefields. I have no idea if the PvP gets used any longer. I never did it when I was previously in the game, and the game was as close to hopping as it's ever been. We will upgrade our neck talisman. Hopefully. Yep. And you've ranked up in your factional.
You produced an unqualified success. Hopefully one of
in your
many
faction.
successes in our future.
Been
For the
added to
sake
the
of all
activity
concerned.
finder. I've unlocked the Polaris dungeon in story mode. And Shambhala in PvP. Active abilities, we have 12 AP. What do we have? A clean slate. Consumes 2 pistol enchanters or enemies for restorative purposes. Cleaning yourself and all group members. So that's a group heal. Seeking bullets. Chain jumps to 8 meters 5 times, hitting up to 6 enemies. It has, what, a half a second? Oh, look at that. Pardon me for just a sec. I have to ban the spamming bot. Twitch, do your goddamn job. It's really easy to pick out those. Clowns. Let's see. The Seeking Bullet. Okay, it chains. Requires pistols in your primary. Fire shots does 32. The one I'm currently doing is affected or dealt 68. Consumes 3 pistol energy. This has a half a second time. Half a second cooldown. And is instant. But it does less damage. It's a basic, okay. Well, I like the basic for single target. And that does a lot more damage. Over here we have Flourish. Spin your pistols ready. Your action allowing you to recover 4 pistol energy. Clean Slate is for healing. Let's go with Flourish. And put that there. Okay, that's the basic there. Deals 63. When we're out of ammo, we can just hit Q. Get free shots. Okay, the passives, we've got 16 points. I think we are going here for Fatal Shot. Dual Shot will deal an additional 42. So it's currently dealing 136. This should make it to 178. Better for single target. Oh, your criticals deal an additional. Okay, that's not as good as I'd hoped. Never mind. But this will increase our criticals. Sure. That's 10. We don't have 10. These are only 5, right? Crit power. Crit rating. Let's go ahead and bump that in there. You instinctively know how the best approach to a target using your pistol abilities deal an additional 3 to 13 fizz. That is for everything, I guess. The damage dealt at its highest when the target is at maximum health. Okay, we'll get that one next as our next passive. 10 points, I presume. Indeed, 10 SP, and we currently have 1. Our anima is currently, we can't change it yet until level 20. We're currently at 90% of all of our stats are applied to damage, 10% to survival. Let's see. 2 more side missions now. I would like to get 1 more item empowerment, though. Give us a little bit more of a boost if we can get any kind of bag. I'm not sure what we could do for a bag. I guess I'm going to call it for the evening here. It seems to be a good place, a nice breaking point. As always, I want to thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it very much. Should be back tomorrow at the usual time. 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. Probably with more of this. I'm kind of juggling because I'm in sort of a game intermediary time. On the 7th, 2 things are coming out. So this is my schedule beyond the next 5 days. On the 7th, I will start an early session playing the Legion remix. I will probably then swap over because my favorite festival of the year pops up in Guild Wars 2, and I'll play some of that and then probably more of the Legion remix. And that will go on for some number of days, probably 6, because I think on the 13th we get the new expansion for New World. I want to play that. On the 17th through the 19th is the open beta for Arc Raiders. I want to at least give that a shot on the 17th. And if they've have done what I hope they've done, because I watched the game being played and it looked like a blast, but it's a PvPvE extraction shooter. If they've changed that and allowed for PvE servers, I am in. And we'll be playing probably for 3 days. On the 28th, we get the new Guild Wars 2 expansion, Visions of Eternity. That'll be keeping me busy for a week or longer. That'll be all I'll be streaming. And so on the 29th, we get the Outer Worlds 2, but I won't be playing that because I'll be playing Guild Wars 2. So I'm kind of in that sort of little middle period between games right now. But probably back here at the Secret World again tomorrow. Again, guys, thank you very much for hanging out. Hopefully you will see me soon. I hope the rest of your Wednesday night or Thursday morning goes great. Take care and ciao for now. Bye, guys.